Hello and welcome to Z. In this episode, we are looking for amazing things about you that your eye color tells us. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. Although attributing specific character traits based on eye colors appears trivial, it appears that the genes responsible for our eye colors also build our fronted lobes. It implies that people with similar eye hues may exhibit comparable behaviors. In this episode, we will explain the meaning of each hue. 10. Dark brown eyes. Do you remember the song "Looking in Your Big Brown Eyes" by Bob Marley? The most prevalent eye color is brown. In fact, it would be extremely impossible to discover people with varied eye colors in some parts of the world. Brown eyes are associated with a high concentration of the pigment melanin. This may have some health benefits. Persons with brown eyes are less likely to develop age-related macular degeneration, which can impair vision. However, there are certain disadvantages to having dark eyes. According to studies, women with brown eyes are more prone to be depressed than those with paler eyes. Brown-eyed people are thought to be more trustworthy. University students in the Czech Republic were instructed to examine 80 photographs of people aged 19 to 26 years old, 40 men and 40 women. They were then asked to score people's trustworthiness on a scale of 1 to 10. Brown-eyed people were ranked higher than blue-eyed people. Even while the connection appears to be evident, it is not. The facial morphology associated with brown eyes was more relevant than the eye color itself. 9. Dark eyes. To be honest, genuinely black eyes do not exist. They may appear black because they are so dark, but the truth is that they are only very dark, never absolutely black. According to studies, those with darker eyes are thought to be more amiable. Other studies demonstrate that persons with dark eyes are better at sports that require striking targets and consume less alcohol than people with lighter eyes. 8. Dark hazel eyes. Hazel eyes frequently change from brown to green. This eye color is frequently associated with a colorful iris. It is stated that hazel eyes change hue depending on one's emotions. The truth is that they just seem differently depending on the light and circumstances, such as the clothes one is wearing. Even when it comes to describing the color, hazel eyes remain a little mysterious. It's actually a color blend rather than a pure hue, but that doesn't make it any less lovely. Consider the following celebrities with hazel eyes: David Beckham, Penelope Cruz, Jessica Alba, and Ben Affleck. They're all lovely, and their distinct eyes make them much more so. Did you know that 74% of people with hazel eyes have a brown ring around their pupil? They're still far less common than brown eyes, which is why persons with those eyes are said to be unusual and mysterious. Their personalities are considered balanced due to a modest quantity of melanin. Ironically, according to Dr. Matthew Leach of the University of South Australia, the hue could be produced by a liver imbalance, making persons with hazel eyes more susceptible to stomach disorders. 7. Brown eyes. Amber eyes are one of the most uncommon eye hues in humans. According to certain studies, just 0.01% of the human population has amber eyes. However, that eye color is fairly frequent in animals such as cats, owls, eagles, and wolves. That is why amber eyes are frequently referred to as wolf eyes. Although the color is similar to hazel, amber eyes have a full gold color. There are no other colors in it. Lipofuscin, a yellowish pigment of the iris, is responsible for the color. Amber eyes, like many other things that are one of a kind, are seen to be attractive. Some people even believe they are a manifestation of supernatural powers. The truth is that the hue is simply the consequence of a series of mutations. So, contrary to popular opinion, it has nothing to do with transforming into wolves or other mythical creatures. It's not a joke. 6. Eyes that are green. Green is another uncommon eye color. Although there are no real studies that reveal how many individuals have green eyes, it is usually stated that 2% of the human population is fortunate to have that coveted eye color. Why is it desired? People with green eyes are regarded to be more appealing, creative, secretive, and passionate. It's tough to determine whether or not this is accurate, but the fact that others believe you're unique simply because you have green eyes is good, right? There is no denying that green eyes are stunning. Northern, Western, and Central Europe have the most green eyes. It is estimated that 29% of Edinburgh, Scotland's capital, people have green eyes. This eye color is more prevalent in women than in men. It's also related with red hair, which is an unusual appearance attribute. Maybe that's why green-eyed and red-haired women are so appealing. 5. Eyes that are blue. Blue eyes evolved as a result of a genetic mutation in a single individual in Europe 6,000 to 10,000 years ago, according to research from the University of Copenhagen. That would imply that all blue-eyed people share a common ancestor. What's more, blue-eyed people have higher pain and alcohol tolerance than brown-eyed persons. Although blue eyes are considered lovely, people with them are typically regarded to be more competitive or conceited. It's worth noting that blue eyes are associated with both attractiveness and cruelty. What comes to mind when you consider a merciless murderer? Probably steely eyes. Have you ever come across an evil eye amulet? It's a blue color. Because blue eyes contain less melanin, they are more sensitive to UV and blue light. People with blue eyes should be especially cautious about their exposure to sunlight and take extra precautions to protect their eyes to avoid ocular issues. People with light-colored eyes are frequently pale-skinned, which puts them at a higher risk of skin cancer. 4. Blue eyes. Blue and gray eyes are genetically similar. So, what makes them appear differently? One probable explanation for gray eyes is a greater deposit of collagen in the stroma. This influences how light is reflected and, as a result, how color is perceived. Gray-eyed people are thought to be powerful, inventive, and adaptable, making them excellent leaders. People with gray eyes, like those with light-colored eyes, should exercise caution while exposing their eyes to sunlight. Northern, Western, and Central Europe have the most gray eyes. 3. Light violet eyes. Violet eyes are so uncommon that they appear to be a myth. However, if you look at the face of famed actress Elizabeth Taylor, it will be difficult to characterize her eye color in any other manner than violet. Violet eyes do exist as a result of a mutation. People with violet eyes were claimed to have a set of virtually miraculous features over the years. They were said to not age after the age of 50, to have no body hair save for head hair, eyelashes, and eyebrows. These folks were also said to have an extremely robust immune system. The strangest notion associated with violet eyes is that persons who have them do not use their digestive tract. Despite the fact that we all enjoy strange stories, I must disappoint you. People with violet eyes are not supernatural in any manner. Sure, their eye color is exceedingly rare and gives them a distinct appearance, but they age even after 50 and use their digestive tract. If you enjoy myths, I can share one with you. According to Alexandria's Genesis, persons in ancient Egypt who went outside to observe a dazzling stream of light appear during moonless, peaceful evenings changed their look. Their eyes turned violet, and their complexion turned pale. They were dubbed spirit people, and they, like everyone else who looked unusual, faced prejudice. 2. Bloodshot eyes. The flashlight allows us all to appear to have red eyes. In reality, that rare eye color occurs in people with severe forms of albinism and is caused by extremely low levels of melanin. Blood vessels easily show through, giving the image of crimson. Unfortunately, albinism is linked to a variety of vision problems, including photophobia, amblyopia, and nystagmus, to mention a few. It is common knowledge that differences can instill dread in others, leading to intolerance or even violence. That's what people with albinism used to go through. In fact, because of their situation, they are still prone to become victims in nations such as Malawi or Tanzania. 1. Eyes of various colors. Have you ever looked into the eyes of Mila Kunis or Kate Bosworth? If so, you may have observed that the hue of their eyes differs. Heterochromia is to blame. It can take 3 forms: complete, when one iris is fully different from the other; segmental, when only a portion of an iris is different; and central, when the iris is different around the pupil's border. Having 2 different eyes is frequently a symptom of insanity or split personality in cartoons. However, there is no reason to believe cartoons. Heterochromia is a harmless condition that has no effect on someone's vision or personality. It is also found in mammals. Do you share the characteristics associated with your eye colors? This is all for now. Thank you for being with us.